understand about the instrumentation of flame photometer. Flame photometer is containing one compressor unit. This is compressor unit, and when we start flame photometer, so first of all we have to start this compressor unit. Another unit is this digital flame photometer. This is the main apparatus, and as you can see, we have a flame source of flame is there, and this is the blue flame. Can you see the blue flame? See, this is a blue flame which you can see. This is a blue flame which you can see of flame photometer, and in this blue flame our sample will run, and this is a window or shutter for different type of ions. For example, we are taking sodium, so this IR set for the sodium. Now this is a digital window which we show the reading. This is the calibration key, and this is the zero key. By the zero key we take water, distilled water as zero. Now this is sensitivity and this is gas speed. Now first of all I am taking distilled water in this beaker, and this distilled water is sucked by this atomizer, and this atomizer is evaporating this, and since this distilled water, this flame is blue in color. Now first step of flame photometer is to open the compressor, and the pressure of compressor should be in between 5 to 7.5 unit. So it should be between 5 to 7.5 unit. This compressor, this is the gas flame, this is digital window, reading window, this is calibration key, this is zero key, this is sensitivity, and this is gas speed. Now this is tube which is inlet tube, and now we will start our reading. Now first of all we are taking reading with our distilled water. We had make the distilled water zero. Now we will go for our 100 micron solution, and we will calibrate this instrument, and in such a way that it reads 100 microgram solution as 100 unit. Now let us go for reading of sample. Now as I have put a solution of 100 microgram per ml solution, now you can see the color of flame. The color of flame which was blue when distilled water is there, now it become orange. This show that there is some salts. Now I have to calibrate this instrument with 100 unit with our 100 microgram solution. So this is how I can calibrate. Now this solution, 100 microgram solution is calibrated with 100, and distilled water is calibrated with 0. Again I will reconfirm, I will do distilled water with 0. So this is 0, distilled water. You can see distilled water is 0. Distilled water is 0, and again maximum concentration 100 microgram, it is 100. Now this is calibrated. Now what will I do? I will take each sample and I will take reading. Now I will take first of all solution of I will take solution of 10 microgram, and I will take reading. Now for example this 10 microgram is so reading of 36 unit. Now I will take reading of 20 microgram. Now 20 microgram reading. So it is showing 44 unit. 10 microgram is showing 33 unit, 34 unit, and it is showing 44, 46 unit. Now I will take reading of 50 microgram. You can see first 10 microgram is showing 20, 33, 34. Next is showing around around 45 microgram. Higher concentration I will take. So reading of 30 microgram. Now I will take reading of 40 microgram. So in this way, different concentration will be scanned. This is reading of 100 microgram. So I have taken reading of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and I have taken digital reading, and I will plot a graph between the digital reading and the concentration. For example, for 10 microgram we get 33 unit, for 20 microgram we get 44 unit, for 30 microgram we get 56 unit, for 40 microgram we get 68 unit, and for 100 microgram we are giving 96, 98 unit. Now this is how flame photometer work. I will explain once again. This is the compressor, this is the flame unit, this is the digital window, this is calibration key, this is zero key. The zero key, when we take distilled water, we have to make this reading zero, calibrate with zero. This is sensitivity, and this is gas speed, and this is gas inlet outlet, and these are the concentration. So hope you understood the concept of flame photometer, practical flame photometer. Same principle is applied for determining concentration of potassium also. Now you can see I have taken this. You can see this is sodium filter. If I change it to potassium filter, now the reading will be for potassium. The reading, see the reading is becoming 0. Now reading is 100. Now reading is 100 when sodium filter is there. Now when I change the filter, the reading is 0. Why? Because in this solution only sodium chloride is there. Potassium chloride is not there. So it is not taking potassium chloride. So when we do practical for potassium chloride, we will make dilution for same procedure, and we will scan it for with using potassium as filter, potassium filter, and we will get reading from this window, and we will make concentration versus reading graph. So hope you understood this practical. Thank you very much.